Okay, you know what? I'm wet. It's raining. The tent is soaked. It was entirely and completely worth it for this view. We're on day 9 after our forced rest day just due to real life stuff. Okay, it looks like we're out of Tallahassee proper. We're currently on US 90 and we're going to be on this pretty much all day. I've got a good tailwind, and while I still got rolling hills, I think my body's finally acclimated to them because we are going along at a good clip. All right. So we're passing a junction here with 10. US Highway 90, which is what we're currently on, and Interstate 10 more or less follow the entire route we're going to be taking. So I done goofed. So I thought we were staying on US 90 for most of the day, but as it turns out, we're running on a route parallel to it, which is then going to fork off. Looking at the map, there's no easy way to get between these two roads, so I've got to backtrack about a mile to pick up where I should have turned versus what I actually did. Yeah, I had to stop for this. I knew copper thieves were in fact a thing, but the fact that they had to post this type of notice, wow. So according to the map, I've just passed through the town of Midway. I haven't seen much of anything. I've seen 2 churches and a few houses. Haven't even seen a city sign or anything like that. Well, it happened again. Road closed, bridge out, detour, heading into town. Now, I can't see if the bridge is actually out, but I don't want to try going 1 or 2 miles just to find I'm going to have to backtrack, especially in hilly terrain. So I'm going to follow this detour and hopefully it takes me to where I need to go. There are at least 2 other routes I can see on the map that'll take me around without going too crazy, but it's always kind of an iffy thing when you have to go on a detour like this. On the plus side, I did find the town of Midway. Okay, as you may be able to tell by the road sign, I'm back on US 90. The reason for this, I went about 2 blocks and lost the detour and I couldn't find it again. So I took a long, hard look at the map. And 90 does run, if I stay on it for about 15 miles. This is why riding on highways, it's not really that ideal. I might have a decent riding path, but this is all I've been seeing mile after mile. Just 2 lanes of asphalt and pretty much nothing else. And look here, we got our second tortoise of the trip, who's it's tradition for those who are biking cross country, or I guess biking in general, to help save the tortoises because they're one of the few things that are moving slower than we are. But this guy is really just chilling, and I don't want to pick him up since he's not moving and he's not trying to cross the highway. But I figured it was worth a stop and take a look and get a close-up of him. Wildlife is awesome. So as I walk up to the bike, I can't help but think it just seems a little heavily loaded to me. I mean, you know, that was noted to me as I was going by what something Dylan had mentioned. But I've used almost everything in my panniers. The only thing I haven't is mostly my rain gear. So I think it's mostly more bulk than it is actual weight, but I'll take a day and go through it. I meant to do it in Tallahassee, but it just didn't happen. The hills, they keep on rolling. At some point, it's gotta plan out. It cannot be this way all the way to California. I'm hoping and I'm praying that is true. Welcome to historic Quincy. Wow. It is literally like I took a step back in time. So it's really telling how much coronavirus has changed things. This Hardee's on my right, only the drive-through is open, and I've never seen that before during the day. Away we go. Ooh, bouncy. Best thing I could say about this is welcome to the middle of nowhere. Population 0. Well, we've officially gone from nowhere to somewhere. There's the green city limit. Whew. All right, we're gonna take a break here and then we make the final push. I think we're about 16 miles from our end point, although I still gotta make some calls to see if there's any room in the grounds. I don't know how well this is gonna come across on camera, but I'm seeing quite a light show with storm clouds directly above and then blue skies not far past it. It's really a surreal experience riding in this, and I'm getting an occasional burst of drizzle from time to time. I'm passing through a town that is not on the map. Oh wait, here's a sign. Maybe this tells us. Oh, I guess this is Chattahoochee. I'm saying Chattahoochee city limits. Okay, so the city limits for Chattahoochee, a lot bigger than the map makes it appear. But, and you can see why I've been trying to avoid saying the name of the city all day. But this is the last town or city I'm expecting to go through today. We're gonna push on to the city center and then stick a foot in Georgia and then camp down for the night. Well, it seems the time machine's in full blast today because there's another main street that I feel like is 10, 20, 30 years out of the past, if not more. Okay, so where it's 5 o'clock and it is starting to rain, so we're going to try and find a campground here. There are two close by. One's in Georgia that I'm going to head to first, called the East Bank Campground, and the second one is a private campground. I can't find much information on it, but one or the other will work. And if it really starts downpouring, there is an inn in town, although I really am sick of being in hotels. So let's we're gonna roll into Georgia. So that's the state line with Georgia. It's not the end of our time in Florida, but that feels like an accomplishment. Anyway, let me get into the campground. It looks like it's run by the Army Corps of Engineers. It's called a COE camp on the map, but we'll figure it out. There's a word for that, folks. It's called rain, and it's called rain real hard. After that last clip, I pulled into the campground, paid for my site, and it was still drizzling, but then the heavens opened up and it dumped, and it's still dumping. You can hear it above me. So I have just finished squeegeeing the water out of the tent that got in while I was setting up, and yeah, I'm not really going anywhere for a while, I think. Just saying. Anyway, this is the end of day 9. Restless Yankee signing out. I will show you the lake grounds and the camp tomorrow. They're beautiful, but not in the rain. If you really want to know why I bike tour, this is why I bike tour.